Video number 8. I think it's number 8 of our ATC Honda 250R 1986. I was just going over a few, inspecting the case here in the water pump. Got a new gasket there for the plate. Ordered up some parts today, some clutches, TRX kit, needle bearing. Ordered the pivot actuator, and come to discover, I don't know if you can see that there, but there's a tooth split, cracked. So I removed the bolt. So I got to take the basket off and remove that and replace the gear. I have another gear. And then the funniest thing is, see, this is why it pays to inspect everything you get, especially something that's 30 years old, because you don't know what people's after doing. You know, I said, well, I'll give it a once over. I decided not to split the case. Went through the gears and took a chance on the clutch too, so I just put it together. I went to hook up the clutch cable in the previous video there, and I got about a quarter turn of play in the actuator. So anyway, I got this plate off, so I said I'll check this collar, and you guys are gonna laugh at this one. Yeah, I think it's probably, it's not a piece of garden hose, but it's a piece of some sort of tubing, rubber tubing there. You know, I know the collar serves a purpose because it's like an insulator between this hollow part of the case and stabilizes the shaft and the gear, because as you can see, this it's pretty mobile. So they're saying an 85 uses a thrust washer and 86 don't, so I got to get a VIN number off that, or a case stamp number in that case, to see if indeed I do need the 2 washers or just a collar. So anyway, the rubber's not going to cut it. So that was interesting. So just wondering now what's in between them, what the gears are like, shift mechanism and all that stuff, and the detents. Well, we're this far into it now, so there's our gear. That one's pretty good, excellent condition. I went through all my surplus parts, and there's no collar here whatsoever. So, and I had the garage all warmed up, and I said, well, just start putting on some knickknacks. So I installed the original front headlight assembly, the brand new wiring harness, plugged right in, and plugged in the kill switch and the controls on the handlebar. And I had a tail light, aftermarket tail light. So wherever you wore it, the pigtails back here, it's neat and tidy without using any tie straps, because that's probably a pet peeve too, seeing tie straps hanging off. Still got the plastic on there. Made up a bracket for that, hard to see. So then I went ahead and put the chain on. I'm going to get a new chain, that's just for now. I want to put a chain on when I go to set up the clutch, so I'll know if the mechanism, if it's coming out of gear, if it's all working. So then I said just about to put on the tank. So I put the tank on, and then I went through some bolts and managed to find some bolts, set screw or washers. So I went ahead and installed them. And what else did we do? Pretty much just knick-knack stuff. And you know, I couldn't resist. I had to pop the fenders on, because it's you know, I tries to refrain from doing it all at last minute, so you get that pop and you know the satisfaction of having it complete. But I had parts all over the place there. In the spirit of making more room in the garage, there she is. Like I say, a lot of work yet. All the brakes got to be done, hoses and master cylinders. But I guess you could qualify as a 85% maybe. I'm waiting on my parts now, so that'll be a week or so. We got some work to do out in the country, so. And them tires are going to have to go. But yeah, there it sits. It's hard to get a walk around here now because we got the side by side there. Hard to really see it. OEM shock boots. That's like you say, that's the correct headlight, as far as I know. The correct black triple tree top there. Correct decals. That is a Honda seat cover, but for some reason I don't know why the ATC wasn't on it, but I got a stencil now and some vinyl paint. I'm going to attempt it. I've seen a lot of people do it before. And Meyer fenders, of course, on the rear. Yeah, so we'll wait for our clutch now. And our other miscellaneous parts. But I must say everything went together pretty good. That frame was excellent. You know, you're getting a used frame, 30 years old, almost 30 years old, and you're going to have to go through, you know, bolts twist off, flush, and threads stripped and lifted, and you know what I mean. But every bolt threaded into that frame, even all the smaller ones to the rad supports on the tank. You know, so that really made it it made it a lot easier when it comes to tapping and drilling and helicoils. Yeah, quite impressed with it until he starts it up and oh, we're missing third gear. But hopefully not. I'd like to hear it running. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Part 8, part 9 now, hopefully be in a week or so when we get the rest of our parts, and we'll tear into it again. All the best. Thanks for watching. Over and out.